Hey everybody, Dylan from Noble Records coming at you with another video. Happy to report that we're out buying collections again. Since lockdown, it's been kind of hard to buy big collections like I used to, so I haven't done a collection video in a while. I've bought some that have come into the shop, but really haven't been out looking for big collections. This one was a pretty interesting one, so I thought I'd share it. Just in case you're a new subscriber of mine, what I'll do is I'll talk about a collection that I bought, and it'll be available in the shop on Saturday. So basically the way that works, I don't really ship any of this stuff. I want my locals to be able to get their hands on this stuff on Saturday. So usually if something's been here for a week, I'll ship it. So anyways, just try to give the locals first dibs on things. So this was a really interesting collection. So I thought I'd go through it. Usually I'll show like a couple of the ones that kind of stood out that I kept from my personal collection, and I'll show you a lot of the stuff that I have available. So really nice guy. I don't know if you guys have read this magazine article. They had me in this magazine. It's just a local magazine, South Park magazine. Pretty nice little write-up they did on me. And so a couple people have heard about the shop that way and come in, but also some people have heard about the shop and decided to sell some records. So that's been really nice. I'll put a link to the magazine article in the description of this video if you want to read it. But anyways, so this guy had heard about me that way, and he was really super nice. And he's like, yeah, I got some records. He called me on the phone, and his description sounded great. And I was like, awesome. Got over there, super nice guy. Him and his wife were super helpful and nice, and gave me a very reasonable deal on these records. So usually you don't see a lot of stuff like this. Usually it's older stuff that people don't really want anymore. They haven't been listening to. But he's still a record collector, so he's just thinning out. I think he said he was selling 2/3 of his collection. So all this stuff is like pretty decent stuff. So first I'll show you some of the keepers that I'm putting in my collection, and then I'll show you some stuff that I have available on Saturday. So, without further ado, the one thing that jumped out to me that I was shocked to see in the first box that he showed me was this Toad. Now, this is not a first press, but if you watch my videos, you know, like, this is a Prog record that is up there on maybe the top most wanted albums for me. This is a great record, and I just love the cover, but it's called Toad. I've had a heck of a time over the years trying to find an original press. I will someday, I'm sure. If you have one, let me know. But this is a Karma reissue. But even the reissues I've had a really hard time finding here in the U.S. So that was awesome. This one's a still sealed Karma reissue. That was pretty cool. Indian Summer is another great one. This is an Karma reissue. Also, they do some great reissues. And then Skin Alley is another. It's a pretty good Prog record, Karma reissue. So keeping those. This kind of blew me away when I saw it. Nick Drake, Brighter Later. But not only that, Follow Lee's Left. Yeah. When I see these, they're always reissues. So the deal with these is, this is a first U.S. pressing on the Antilles label. So they put them on islands in the U.K. and overseas, but in the U.S. they issued them a few years later on the Antilles record label. So these are first U.S. pressings, which I am cool with, because the odds of me finding first UK presses are slim to none. However, here's the kicker. These are both in really good shape. I already have this at home, this first US. So I'm going to be putting this in the shop on Saturday. First US pressing will be available on Saturday. And I have a Nick Drake 5 Leaves Left reissue also at home, so the reissue will be available on Saturday. So that's, you know, some incentive for y'all to come hang. Caravan, Pump Up the Night. Caravan's a great Prog outfit. I just didn't have this one, so Caravan, it's good stuff. Guitar solos, Fred Frith. This is a record I've not heard, but it looks really cool, so I'm going to check that one out. I might end up selling it, who knows. National Health of Cues and Cures. This is like a jazz fusion prog-ish record. It's kind of hard to find. So, next one, this one's really funny. So, somebody came in the shop on Sunday, and they asked me, they're like, hey, I saw you showed Ozric Tentacles in one of your videos. Do you have that record? You know, I'd really love to buy it. They had drove from South Carolina to come up, and I had it there, and I was like, you know what, I was going to keep it, but I'll sell it, sure, what the heck. I'll get another one at some point. It's funny, because here's the same exact record, Jurassic Shift, Ozric Tentacles. This is a really, really good album. And so, finally, this is actually still sealed, wow. So yeah, got that one to keep since I sold the other one on Sunday. Green Slade is a good prog band. Pick up everything that I don't have by them. This one I did not have. Jim Pepper's Powwow. This is like a really crazy, I say crazy, it's a very unique record. Psychedelic jazz fusion type stuff. It's a pretty cool one. Congos, it's a Psych record, country rock Psych. Jimmy Spheris, this is like a folk rock record. This one, Roy Bookbinder, Bookaroo. I've never heard of this. It's on Rounder Records. Rounder does a lot of really good like acoustic folk stuff. This has like essentially no value because there's no record of this ever selling online, so it's probably not worth a lot. But you know, this is Piedmont Blues. I've never heard it, so I'm interested to check this out. You know, on Discogs it says 10 people have it in their collections, and 0 people want it, so I doubt it's that big of a deal. But it looks cool. I like that type of thing. And I like Rounder Records. It's a cool label. This is the last one I'm keeping. Head, Hands, and Feet. It's a Psych album. It's like middle of the road type stuff. Pretty cool, but I didn't have it. So yeah, those are some of the ones I was going to keep. I try not to keep too much, but those are some that I needed for my collection, and then some of them are reissues and stuff, so it wasn't that big of a deal. These are the ones, and I'm going to show a flip video of just everything. I just wanted to pull a few out and kind of just show you some of the cool stuff. Mad River, it's a pretty decent Psych record. I've been looking for one for a long time, but I'm just going to, this one's a reissue, so I'm just going to leave it in there, but this is a pretty cool record. This one, Caravan in the Land of Gray and Pink. This is essential prog rock. It is so good. This is a fantastic record. I already have it. It is just amazing. Love this album. It's up there. A lot of people, that's in their top 3 to 5 favorite records. Michael Chapman, Fully Qualified Survivor. This is a really good acoustic guitar record, if you like that type of thing. I found this album a long time ago and kind of looked interesting, so I threw it on, and it's just phenomenal. Really, really good stuff. It's one that I think you could probably overlook and not think much of, but it really is a very good record. So that'll be available. There's a lot of stuff like this. Like, he had some stuff that was still sealed. This is a remastered double LP on audio file copy, is what it says, of Exile on Main Street. Harvey Mandel, Cristo Redentor. This is a phenomenal record. Harvey Mandel is one really underrated guitar player, but this album is just smoking. It's phenomenal. I love this record so much. Santana Lotus. This is a sweet, I believe it's 3 LP, kind of live album. So I'll show you. It folds out into like a bunch of different booklets and stuff, and it's really hard to get here in the U.S. For some reason, I don't know if there weren't many pressed or whatever, but it's just one that I almost never see. This one's in really good shape, so I'm trying not to keep that one, but I'm not going to. I actually think I have it at home. But anyways, this is, let's see what kind of condition this is in. Oh yeah, clean. Hendrix Experience Electric Related Land. These are hard to find clean. It's a super clean copy. That's my favorite Hendrix record. Soft Machine Volume 2. Great record. Love the Soft Machine. This is the first Soft Machine. It's the censored cover. Yeah, and we actually also have the band cover on the wall. So, but this is one. It's been on the wall for a while, and I don't know why no one's picked it up. It is a killer record. Great. It's seriously good. Some Fleetwood Mac, Then Play On, Peter Green era. Great stuff. This is a Funkadelic Maggot Brain. This is 4 Men with Beards pressing, but still sealed. It is what it is. Grateful Dead, Live from the Mars Hotel. Grateful Dead in the Dark. And this is, I think this might even, yeah, this is still sealed. American Beauty. It's reissue. Here's a Record Store exclusive Hawkwind. Pretty killer. Dwayne Allman Anthology. Cannot recommend this enough if you're a fan of music. Aphex Twin. This is Black Sabbath Paranoid reissue. This is Hunky Dory reissue. Aladdin Insane reissue. This is a really neat. I'm gonna try not to listen to this because it looks really good. Might want to keep it, but no. I'm not gonna keep this. This is one of the Back to Black 60th anniversary heavyweight audiophile pressings of Cream, Wheels of Fire. That's pretty cool. You know, Dark Side of the Moon. People always like to buy that. This is an Oasis, Definitely Maybe reissue. And this is Nectar. Talked about this in one of my last videos. This is a phenomenal band. Really good record. Yeah. Love that. I have all the Nectar albums in my collection. I love them. So, this video is dragging on pretty long. So, let me show you the rest of it. So, this is the stuff. I'm just going to flip through everything. All this will be available. Some stuff is pretty good stuff. Like this Marillion. And this Man for Man. And then some stuff, there's Man, is not the best stuff. But this is just how I got it. So, some Rush. Good stuff. So, this is the Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. Stones. Great Bob Seger record. Simon Garfunkel. Hollies. Steve Hackett. Humble Pie. James Gang. So good. Little Feat. Jethro Tull. Emmett Rhodes. I talked about this in one of my last videos about best records for under $10. This one's amazing. So yeah, Renaissance. This is still sealed. Otis Redding, great stuff. So this one's actually still in the shrink, which is nuts. Yeah, out of our heads. Going over here. Check these out. Chris Squire. It's like art rock, symphonic stuff. Some pretty interesting stuff in here. That one I almost kept. John Kay. It's good, like blues rock. Joni Mitchell, Steve Miller Band. You know, the essentials. John Mayall. Deep Purple. I love that live or Made in Japan record. Christopher Cross. You know you got to have that. Roberta Flack. This is still sealed. Earth, Wind and Fire. Brian Ferry. America. Allman Brothers. Or Dwayne Allman. Greg Allman. Aerosmith. This one's still in the shrink. Bunch of Dylan stuff. Doors. John Abercrombie. Billy Preston. Some nice Disraeli gears. Mike Oldfield. Box set. Nelson Schmilson. Go over here and check this one out. Vassar Clemens, fantastic guy. You know this guy, Clapton. J.J. Cale, Tim Buckley, Elvin Bishop. Really cool Captain Beefheart, kind of interesting. The Who. That Joe Walsh album is really good. Yeah, Robin Trower, talked about him. Cheap Heat. Richard and Linda Thompson. Oh yeah. 10cc. James Taylor Sticks. Rod Stewart. Al Stewart. Straubs. Steely Dan. There's another one. Cheap, under $10. Spirit. This guy. It's a record store day. Paul Simon. John Abercrombie. Another one. Some Skinners. Hendrix. Kaleidoscope. That's a good Psych album. Psych band. Some Zeppelin stuff. Look at that. Physical Graffiti. Happy the Man. This is a really good prog record, and it's cheap too. Bo Hansen. Really good one too. Camel. Good stuff too. So some good stuff in this collection. Gentle Giant. John Cale. That's a UK Parlophone. It's a reissue, but it's still kind of cool. Some Beatles stuff. The Band. Alright guys, we'll be open at 10 a.m. on Saturday. Come hang out. Buy some records. We'll have all these priced and ready to go for you here in Matthews, North Carolina. If you enjoyed this video, hit the subscribe button. That always helps. And if you don't follow us on Instagram, go check us out on Instagram. Links below. It's at Noble Records. We're always posting when we get collections and really cool stuff in. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. We appreciate it. We'll see you next time.